What's up, meta nerds? This video is all about the DC-17M Interchangeable Weapon System. It was manufactured by Blastech Industries, the same people that brought us the E11, and the other clone rifles, the DC-15S, DC-15A, and DC-17. Though we don't know the cost of the other DCs, we can use the E11 as a reference, which cost 1,000 credits, compared to the 4,500 credit price tag for this highly advanced blaster. Just for another comparison, this blaster was more expensive than 2 fully armed B-1 battle droids. The DC-17M was not intended for the rank-and-file clone troopers, but was instead designed for the elite clone commandos. It was built off the design of the DC-17 hand blaster, and was both lighter than the DC-15, and claimed that it could never jam due to rapid temperature changes, and was completely sealed off from dust and grime. So it was easier to carry into battle, and more reliable. But what really made this blaster unique was that it could easily swap between 3 different weapon modes: a blaster rifle, grenade launcher, or sniper rifle. The blaster rifle mode would be the most commonly used, and was more powerful than the DC-15A, capable of firing 60 shots with a single power pack, which was side-loaded into the blaster. Each commando usually carried 5 power packs, for a total of 300 shots, but most complained about the fact that it loaded into the left side, saying that they couldn't holster it right, and that it was proof that the blaster was designed by someone who never fought on a battlefield, and who simply thought that it would be easier to reload it with your left if you were aiming with your right. That being said, for the clones that were trained with this weapon from an early age on Commando, they simply got over this quirk, and it didn't hinder their ability to slay droids across the galaxy. The second type was the sniper rifle mode, which added an extended barrel and targeting scope that allowed the clone commando to eliminate enemies from a great distance. What is particularly interesting is that the projectiles fired in this mode resembled the quarrels used in the Wookiee's bowcaster, since these rounds would stay together over a longer distance than your typical plasma round fired by a blaster rifle. With its 10 and 20 time variable magnifications, the clone commandos that received specialized training as snipers could eliminate both droid and organic targets with a single round. The third configuration was an anti-armor grenade launcher attachment, which added this large barrel on the side of the base of the DC-17M. These were dumbfire grenade rounds, meaning that they didn't have any guidance system, and would simply explode upon impact with any solid surface. A commando would usually carry 4 grenades, each of which could pierce an armored vehicle, or take out multiple enemies with its wide blast radius. Each of these rounds cost 400 credits, so 11 grenades would cost as much as the weapon itself. Like with the sniper, certain clones would be trained to specialize in anti-armor, and would carry more grenades on a mission than other clone commandos. 2 years after the Battle of Geonosis, a 4th attachment had been developed, known as the Pulse Energy Projectile, or PEP Laser, which was a non-lethal stun weapon. The blaster rifle mode could also fire on stun, but this new attachment had a wider and stronger pulse that was often used in riot control. The effect was described as being similar to being shot in the chest with plastic rounds, combined with the blinding and concussive force of a flashbang grenade. And 3 years into the war, Merson Munitions developed a door-breaching attachment that would fire a solid projectile, but many clones said that this attachment impaired the blaster's accuracy, and wasn't really worth the upgrade. Throughout the Clone Wars, those assigned to Special Forces trained with the Interchangeable Weapon System through holographic simulations in the military complex on Typoka City, and Jango Fett also got personally involved in training with the clone commandos. By the end of this program, switching through the different modes of this weapon was as easy as popping in a new magazine, and they were considered to be truly elite soldiers in the Grand Army of the Republic, and would fight on tons of worlds across the galaxy. Once the Republic became the Empire, the clone commandos were integrated into the Imperial Commando Special Unit, which was a Spec Ops group within the 501st Legion under the command of Darth Vader. While the rest of the Empire was switching over to the E11, these clone commandos still used the DC-17M, a weapon that again proved its worth by killing at least 2 Jedi that had survived Order 66. So that's it for the DC-17M, and the only behind the scenes fact is that it was first introduced in the 2004 novel Republic Commando Hard Contact, and was the main weapon featured in Star Wars Republic Commando that was released in 2005. So that's it for the DC-17M Interchangeable Weapon System. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to check out our social media, or ways that you can help support this channel, be sure to check out the description down below. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications. But more important than all that, remember, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and the Force will be with you, always.